Okay. You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do
Ready?
this.
You
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Freddy. Frederick.
Is that my new name? I'm rebranding.
Frederick.
Frederick.
Evil Space Frederick.
Evil Space Frederick.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 83 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is TheRealPortz, and EvilSpaceBunny is here. Bunny, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll go back to a normal schedule, but for now, it's, it is.
What
it
even is normal in the year 2021?
Nothing anymore. I feel like my life's been upside down for the past 2 years, and it's been a weird adventure, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep. Well, there's
Anyway.
one constant in our lives, which is ignoring our backlog.
Oh, God. I ignored the backlog pretty fucking bad this week.
Yeah. You put it in the no-no corner.
I kind of put it in the no-no corner. I looked at it. I yelled at it a few times and being like, why can't I fucking handle you right now? And then it just it just banged some round blocks into the square blocks and wondered why it wasn't like connecting. But yeah, that's kind of how it is.
Yeah. Every now and then,
What did you...
One day, one week, we're going to have an episode start with, I had all the time that I wanted to play everything that I wanted, and I feel very satisfied with this week.
Where's this magical world?
I don't know, but we all aspire to something, right? I mean, Jesus.
I know.
Well,
yeah. I was going to say, when I was unemployed, I fucking played all the games I wanted, and there still wasn't enough time in the world.
Yeah,
so.
But it also sucks when you're unemployed because it's like
Yeah.
there's pressure to do other things, and it feels guilty, and
Yeah, it's gross.
Sucks. Yeah, free time's not really free time when you're employed.
It's true. It's really true. Okay, what did you play? Tell me what you played. Or do you want me to go first?
100% Mass Effect 2 is what I played.
Ooh, okay.
Didn't have time for a goddamn other thing. I've got 30 hours in that now.
Wow, okay. You went ham this week.
It's a fucking great game. Goddamn love Mass Effect 2. It's top 3 or 4 video games of all time for me, for sure.
In the rest of the Mass Effects, is that your favorite one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, I've only played Mass Effect 3 one time.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought you
and I've played
times.
2 like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a big difference.
It'll be interesting because even in 2, it's been a couple years since I played it, and I don't know. I'm just hit with like so many feels of like, oh, I remember this, I remember that, I remember that. Oh, I forgot that, but I remember it. Oh.
That's the best feeling. Or the worst feeling.
No, I love it. I mean, in this context. It's great. It's all fucking good feelings. I mean, there's some shitty stuff. Like, the first time I played Mass Effect 2, everyone was obsessed with Tali. And I don't know why.
They wanted to see behind the mask.
I still don't know why. Is it that? Because there is that reveal in 3 now with the DLC. So
yeah.
Is that still it? Or maybe people don't even have that opinion anymore. I don't know. But I just did her loyalty mission.
Uh-huh.
She sucks, man. Like, she just complains and whines. Listen, I'm going to spoil her fucking loyalty mission because it doesn't matter at all, and it's a fucking 80 billion-year-old game. She's part of this fleet that's like they don't have a planet. They have a roaming fleet of, like, junkyard ships that they're barely maintaining. And she gets called there because they're like, you fucked up and did some shit. Like, you sent this rogue AI thing to build stuff here, and you sent it to your father so he could build robots and, take us over. They're Geth, And she's like, I never sent him any live stuff. It was, I junked a bunch of live stuff because, I knew it was dangerous. And they're like, yeah, I don't believe you. And she's like, what if I go to where he was? And they're like, well, he's dead. And she's like, well, maybe I'll find something else. And he's not dead. You go there, he's dead. But you find out that he was a piece of shit, and he was building these Geth robots.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh my God, what a piece of shit. Like, I can't stand this. And then she's like, this is before you fully prove it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, what a fucking dickhead. Like, what a legacy to leave. Like, he just, like, gets me into trouble, and he's doing all this dumb shit. I hope this isn't real. And then when it finally is revealed, she's like, oh my God, we can't tell anyone. Like, I'll take the fall. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how do you go from that to that, you stupid bitch?
Yeah,
like, he neglected her his whole life and shit. He's dead now. And she's like, and we're like, why would you take the fall? He's dead. And my shepherd says that because he's, I guess that's a renegade choice, but I think it's a perfectly normal response. So I'm like, yeah, he's dead. Like, what? Just let him take the fucking fall for the thing he actually did.
Yeah,
and she's like, no, but it's worse than exile, which is what she was facing. They're going to remove his name from all the frigates he's ever been on.
Oh, no.
Who fucking gives a shit? He sold you down the river, kid. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Tolly,
and what an idiot crew member. Like, why do I have this dumbass in my fucking crew? Like, she doesn't know how to fucking handle tense situations. Jesus Christ.
Cave under pressure.
Yeah.
Collapse.
So I hate that character so much. Jesus.
Yeah, I think it was the mystery of people wanting to see what was under her face because I remember from what little I've...
Look at the shape of it's got to be a horse or something, right? Like her helmet is elongated as hell.
I remember when it first came out, people were like speculating that she was just like a pile of bugs because aren't they like buggy like creature?
Sweet.
Aren't they like are they related to bugs or something? I don't remember, but like
I don't know. Everyone is like related to something, I think. Like Morden Solus, the God damn it, what is that race called? Solarian? They're like related to frogs or some shit. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I can kind of see the wet skin and the fucking wet eyes and shit. I can see it.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are like, I don't know, fucking closest related to thing on Earth. And it's like, well, maybe it wasn't on Earth. It's like, there's a limit of the imagination of the developers, I guess. But to be fair, I mean, there's a shitload of fucking alien races, and even if the lore isn't super solid, it's really expansive and pretty good, like at first glance.
Yeah.
And in some cases, deep glances. And then Mass Effect Andromeda, you go to an entirely new galaxy. You're like, oh shit, what do they got for me over here? 2 alien races occupy that galaxy. It's like, I get that that's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, there could be 0, but that doesn't make a fun game. So put more in, you fucks.
Yeah. More fucking aliens, goddammit, so we can fuck them, obviously.
Fucking, that's what they're for, obviously. It's possible to fuck most of them in Mass Effect. Literally, they have an entire race of females only that become whatever you desire, so... That's the thing with Asari. They morph, like everyone sees them differently. Like every race like sees them as like some weird version of themselves.
How weird would that be? Like you're just
very
basically...
weird. Because the only thing that would enter my mind is like, what am I really touching here? Like, what is it really? Because if you look that way to everyone, there must be a true form, and I'd be terrified of what that really is.
Absolutely. Like, it's got to be something fucking bizarre.
It's got to be like Jabba the Hutt or something.
Or just like a giant gas cloud, like fart from Rick and Morty. Oh, God.
Yeah. Fucking goddamn, dude. I like this name, Fart.
I like this name, Fart. Oh, my God. I fucking love that show.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mass Effect 2, Dota. Did you go back to your Kryptonites?
I mean, yeah, I can't stop playing that game. Well, so I've been taking Dota as seriously as possible for a couple months now. Mm-hmm. Like I've been watching people play pretty much all the time.
Oh, like, wow, okay.
Even I've submitted clips for like people to coach and shit. And I am losing more now than ever. So I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm just like I don't know.
Maybe
I've hit like some sort of ceiling or something. Like my physical capability is just done in Dota. I can't get better than I am. It feels like.
Okay. So I can tell you, you usually are somewhat inebriated, correct?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean like a couple beers maybe, but
Okay.
no, not really. I don't get like when I get really sloshed and play Dota, I play on my Smurf, like or not Smurf, but my alt account. It's
Your
like
alt
it
account.
literally used to be drunk random because I would just play drunk as fuck and hit the random button and like fuck everyone else.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, one of my friends was talking about it the other day. How we brought up Dark Souls and like Cuphead, and he brought it up how Dark Souls made him quit smoking because he got so
Smoking weed?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because he got
so.
so fucking mad at that game, and he was so fucking determined to beat it. And I'm like, that's the kind of fucking anger and rage that I feel, so I could relate to that in full extent. However,
Yeah.
I don't usually play very often inebriated. I have like 2 go-to games when I'm drunk. It's either building stupid penises in Minecraft or it's fucking shooting animals in the Hunter Call of the Wild game.
I get drunk enough. I get like buzzed enough to like forget my problems, but not like and to like focus me a bit.
Yeah.
And then like there's a good sweet spot, but if I start losing, I'll probably start drinking more and then lose more. But if I'm winning, it's all
Perpetual
good.
cycle. It just fucking continues to fucking perpetuate itself. Fair enough. Serious Dota. Interesting.
It's fun. Like learning about Dota is really fun because there's so many things that you don't know, you know, but you don't know that you don't know them until you see it. And more often than not, have someone explain it, because just seeing it, you don't always know why someone does something or why it worked. You know, like a lot of Dota just feels like random shit happening to you.
Right.
But it's not. I mean, sometimes it is because, you know, there's 10 minds playing Dota and, yeah, random shit does happen. But for the most part, there's like this structure and way to play. I mean, there's multiple ways to play. And I don't know. There's so many things. I'm not good at getting along with my teammates, which is like a pretty big part of Dota.
Yeah.
Because as soon as someone's toxic to me, I give it right back so much that they won't fucking talk to me again. Like, I don't put up with people's shitty attitude in Dota.
That's
so I'm
fair.
like, either we're going to get along or shut the fuck up.
Get along
And
or
usually
shut
it's
up.
shut the fuck up or yell at me more to the point where I have to
Yell
mute
at
them
me.
or something.
Yell at me, Dota Daddy.
Yeah. So usually in that situation when they're like yelling a bunch, either I'll mute them, rarely. But the
Yeah.
other thing I do is like verbally destroy them because they're just some fucking 420 bitch that hopped on and has no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And so I get the rest of the team to dogpile that person, and it feels great, but we lose the game for sure.
I remember one time, okay, so back when I played Dota, which was, a million years ago, it was first when Dota 2 launched back in 2000.
Like 2011?
8.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Wait, Dota
2011?
or Dota
Yeah,
2?
Dota 2, sorry.
That'd
When
be like 2011, 2010 maybe.
Was it the 2010, 2011? I guess that's when right before I went to culinary school.
Unless you're thinking of Han or like League of Legends. They
No,
were around back
because
then.
it was Dota because they had an
Okay.
in-game chat system. It was the first time where they had like voice.
I see.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I called something out.
Wait, does League still not have that? It doesn't, right? I don't think it does. That's
I don't
crazy.
think it does. But like, yeah, so I called something out, and somebody's like, "Oh, a girl, fucking Bob's," or he
That
said
still
something.
happens today.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Obviously.
I'm not surprised. And so like, I was playing with like 3 other mutuals and just this one rando, right? And so I was like, "All right, I'll show you fucking my boobs if you show me your dick." And he's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, show me that cockpit, boy." And he's like, and then my friends are like, cockpit, and they just fucking just kept doing it. And then he like shut the fuck up completely. And so we started playing again, and then he called something out, and I'm like, "Where's that cockpit, boy? Give me my fucking penis pictures." And he's like, "Shut up, man, just play." And I'm like, "No, give me your penis pictures." And he got like so upset, he left.
I'm having deja vu. I'm pretty sure I've chanted cockpit in my game before. I don't know what the context was, but it sounds like definitely something I did.
Yeah, my friends, every time he like spoke up before he left, like that's all we would do is just be like, "Did you send her the penis pictures yet? She's gonna get real upset." And yeah, yep, I made some
time.
fucking kid.
Look, online interactions not rated by ESRB
no,
for obvious
absolutely
reasons.
not.
Don't let your kids on the internet. It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. Yep. Also, don't be a cocky asshole and ask for boob pictures and not fucking follow up with that shit.
Or learn to get cleverer. Have a follow-up, you fuck.
Jesus. Fucking
I can't believe that was the end of it. Like,
yeah, he was a fucking
obviously you're
giant
playing with
baby
him.
about
Like, that
it.
is the ultimate goal of a troll, is to keep it going. Keep going. How is that the end of it?
troll.
Unless he literally was like, I actually need boob pictures because
I'm sad and
I
pathetic,
have no other
and I don't
source
know how
for
to use
things like
Google.
this. Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck?
Here, let
I had
me
someone
Google
call me a
that for you.
sexist in one of my games.
Whoa, how? Why?
So she was smurfing, which means she was playing way down, right? Like, we're awful
Right.
at the game compared to her, which is like really fucked up. I really hate it.
Yeah.
And she was on our team. Like, she was going to win us the game. But the thing is, she picked a role that, like, so there's ranked role queue, which is like you pick the role you want to queue for and you queue for that role. She picked 5 position, which is like the least amount of farm, like,
yeah.
you know, the support role. And I was mid. And she was like, oh, fuck. She last picked fucking Meepo, which is like obviously not a support. And I was like, whatever, like, just go fucking mid. We'll deal with it. I didn't know at the time she was a Smurf.
Yeah.
I was just being nice. But then when I found out, I dogged the shit out of her for it because I was like, because you can look on their profile and like see, you know, they have like 200 games, but they're in the same game as you are, and their win percentage is like 80%. So it was very obvious. And I was like, this is like fucked up. Like, the least you could do is just like stick to the role. If you're fucking smurfing like this, I didn't know. And she's like, you're being fucking sexist. And I was like, holy
How
shit,
is
this
that
is the
being
first time I heard you
sexist?
talk. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I was like, I didn't know you were a woman. Like, what the fuck? It has nothing to do with that. God damn.
Yeah, that's a bad retort. I fucking like look, listen, women deal with a lot of sexist bullshit, but like as soon as you fucking throw down that card and you haven't interacted with that person at all, don't, honey.
I didn't know.
Stop.
That's what you are.
Stop.
Ugh.
Ugh. Anyway,
Yeah.
that makes me upsetty spaghetti. I've dealt with so
Well.
much bullshit on the internet. Anyway,
Upsetti spaghetti. What did you play? Did you play anything?
I did.
Okay.
I went back to Prey. Not having as much fun in it as I was before. Kind of made me sad. I think I finally
What is it
realized,
specifically, do you think?
Okay, so I finally realized what was happening to me. There's too much shit, and they try to make this very open world, but not open world, and it
Okay.
became almost overwhelming to me, and I was just like getting mad because I wanted to do the side quest, but I literally had to wait on the hour for this fucking robot to come by, and we waited for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, this game is fucking dumb, and I was so pissed, and then I started working on other quests, but like it just made me so mad that it was just that fucking insane that I had to wait on time for certain side quests. So that put a really bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, that's not great.
No. But that's the why. Actually, this is Arcane Studio. Arcane Studio
what the
Y.
fuck?
But yeah, I wasn't having as much fun. The bad guys weren't evolving, and I was just beating the shit out of stuff. And then somebody made fun of me for playing it on easy, and I'm like, all I want to do is hit shit with the wrench so you can fuck off out of my stream. And he's like, oh, why aren't you playing this on hard? And I'm like, because I just want to hit stuff with a wrench, bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's hard to, like, I don't know what it is, but there's something so personal about streaming.
Yeah.
Where you're, like, on the defensive about shit like that, where you should, like, theoretically just go, oh, that's an idiot. Don't bother messing with them. But there's something about it. Maybe it's when you have a small stream, right? Because if it just scrolls by fast, it doesn't matter. But you're like, you're tainting my community, you piece of shit. That's going to be there for, like, fucking at least a minute and a half. I have to look at it, and you fuck.
Yeah, it's like, just let me have my fucking fun. Like, it says first time playthrough, it says backseat gaming allowed. You could talk about all that shit, but fucking, it's my first time playing this game, and I didn't know what to expect, so I put easy because I just wanted to hit stuff with a wrench.
Backseat gaming doesn't mean shame them for their difficulty.
Don't shame me. How dare you? I just want to hit shit. Anyway.
I could see you getting upset about that, though, because you pride yourself on the hardcore shit.
I do. I do. And I fucking beat Doom on Nightmare. I beat fucking Cuphead. I've beat a lot of hard shit, and I like hard fucking games. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I just want to fucking relax and just enjoy a goddamn game.
Yeah, for realsies. No, I feel that. I'm the opposite.
I know.
Sometimes I play on very easy, but I'm playing hardcore Mass Effect 2 right now. It feels good.
Wow, I'm proud of you. You've also done the War March in The Witcher 3, which I've never done.
Death March, yeah.
Death March, sorry. Death March.
That was pretty easy. Witcher 3, I think, is pretty goddamn easy.
It's a good game. It's just really balanced.
It's a great game.
I love that fucking combat. Anyway,
there's just like a lot of like unbalance with the skills. I think. There's like literally an immunity fucking, like you can just never die with a specific alchemy build. Like,
it's the best.
Which is how single player should be. I mean, not all the time, not every game, if that's not your shtick or whatever. But I think there's nothing wrong. Like, I don't think that needs to be patched in a single player game. Like, ooh, fix that so people don't exploit it. It's like, what is supposed to be gained other than me playing your game, you piece of shit?
Right.
Not that Witcher did that, but a lot of single players are like, oh shit, that's unbalanced. It's like, who cares?
Right.
It's fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Plus, people had to discover it. It's not like it was, a super obvious thing. I don't know. People get a little crazy about that shit, I think.
Right.
Although, maybe there's developers trying to justify their jobs. Like, well, we got to put something in this fucking game. All right, let's fix this fucking shit.
Let's fix this bug. It's a bug, guys. Okay. And then I did play one other game that's new. It's called Power Wash Simulator. This is called...
That sounds like I'm going to fall asleep listening. What the fuck? Power wash? Are
you
you, like, literally using a hose and, like, power washing your driveway?
Yeah. In houses and all kinds of stupid things. So you know what the first thing I did, right?
Wait a minute. Is this not an add-on to House Flipper? Because, like, it feels like it could exist in a different game and be fine.
It definitely could, but there was something very therapeutic about this game that was almost really nice.
I will say power washing IRL is super fun. I haven't done it since I was like 10 years old, but it's really fun.
But yeah, so I drew a bunch of penises on things and boobs.
Well, yeah.
As you do. And
you got your dick pic.
I got my dick pic. I got my cock pic. And so I did that for a little while. And it was a lot of fun. It was really weird and kind of satisfying. It was like water ASMR. I don't know how else to describe it. But... It was so therapeutic, and I'm like, oh man, this game's fucking great. And I was just like, I was super happy and I was super chilled to like, cause I've been like in a gaming rut and I just don't know what to play right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, actually, it's gone a little long this year.
Yeah.
Probably post-COVID shit, but it's just like, it's a dry period for games, I think. I know RE Village came out, but that's a pretty particular, like, if you don't like horror games, I don't know, maybe you do, but I don't, they don't do a whole lot for me. So like, I don't know. Although I did hear it's kind of silly in some ways, so I was like, if that's some of the RE jank, maybe I'll be into it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick it up at some point. I also need to pick up the new Nier game. It's just I picked up some Metrovania games instead, and but like I don't know what it was about this game. It was super.
So
just chill.
Is it? There's not much of a game there, right? Like you're not like completing a main story.
No, there's no main story. You just go and you watch different things. There's different levels.
That's so weird.
There's some stupid
levels. I can't
levels.
imagine myself even booting this game.
Like the Mars rover and like a bunch of other things.
Have you ever played Viscera Cleanup Detail? You might like that.
Oh, I've heard of that game. No, I haven't.
I bet you would like that a lot if you like this.
I probably would, but that
You
one's
just go
like
around cleaning blood and shit.
that one's way more intense because like you can literally fuck up the situation even more if you like walk in blood and it actually trails the blood everywhere and just like it just becomes a fucking mess. Then
That's
you're dealing
true.
with bodies and it's just like, oh, this is serial
They should have made
cleaner
a flying
killer.
robot. Those fucking corporate penny pinching bastards.
What a bunch of fucking idiots. And
Yeah.
so, but
Pay
yeah.
for a better robot.
Yeah, give me a better robot, Jesus. But yeah, no, it was just kind of nice and therapeutic. I don't know. I'm gonna probably play it later tonight, but I actually have
Jesus.
to get up early tomorrow, which bums me out. So we'll see.
Both of those things sound awful.
I know it's the worst.
I hope you get better.
Thank you for making me want to get better. Anyway, are you ready for some news?
No, actually, I'm not.
Okay, goodbye everyone.
What I wanted to do was
Oh.
ask you if you've played or if you've seen the new Amazon show called Invincible.
I have seen bits and pieces. I've watched the first couple of episodes, but I haven't finished it, and then I accidentally watched the ending. And yeah,
That's disappointing.
it's okay. It was still good.
It blew my mind. I fucking really liked it a lot.
It was really good. It was really good, especially for a superhero show.
Yeah.
I liked it a
Yeah.
lot.
It just went like a totally different direction than like all the other shit. I went on a way. We've been watching a bunch of weird shit. I mean, Invincible's not weird. Like a bunch of people are watching that, but we watched a show called Jupiter's Legacy. Have you heard of that? It's on Netflix.
No.
And it's kind of bad. It's really bad, actually. It's like really fucking god awful.
Uh-huh.
But if you were to watch the trailer, and I know this because I've had other people watch the trailer, it looks like it's kind of good, and it seems like it has, you know, something going on, and there is like an idea that's good about it. But every single level of execution is just fumbled in the worst fucking ways possible. The acting, the writing, the action, even the cosmetic, like, costuming and shit.
Uh-huh.
So, you know how in, like, most shows, well, in a lot of shows, if there's flashbacks, what they'll do is they'll have super old, well, not super, but they'll have appropriately aged actors for the main part.
Yeah.
And then for the flashback, they'll just like put a wig on them or you know, just like barely touch up their makeup or whatever.
Yeah.
But so it looks like the same person, but it's like you just deal with it because it's like, what else are you gonna do?
Uh-huh.
In this show, they didn't start with the appropriately aged people. They got way younger people to play the older part, but they put wigs on them for the main part. And like fake beards and shit. And then for the flashbacks, which by the way, the flashbacks are like 40% of the show, they just take the fucking wigs and fake beards off. And it looks so weird.
Oh no.
It's very strange. Anyway.
That's
TV
weird.
It's happening. Bring back Mando. Actually, don't. Maybe. It sounds like that's going to be bad.
No, don't say that. Shut the fuck up. What about the Boba Fett? What about the Boba Fett?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that'll be good. I have no idea.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I did watch some weird stuff. I watched all of Love, Death, and Robots. It was a lot shorter of seasons, which bummed me the fuck out.
I don't know what that is.
Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix? Watch it. Watch it.
No, never heard of it.
It's good. Watch it. And then I watched The Army of the Dead fucking Netflix.
Oh, the one they removed Crystalia out of. I heard
What did they remove?
Crystalia, the comedian who was like, he had some allegations about fucking 17-year-olds or something.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't hear about this.
They removed him out of the show, and they replaced him with a woman, but they did it with a computer. Like, she acted on all the scenes that he was in by herself after the fact.
Really?
Yeah, so I've been looking for clips. I haven't really seen anything that good, but that sounds to me like it's going to be awful.
Army
like
of the
those
Dead?
scenes.
Really? Oh, no. I guess I didn't realize it.
Yeah, maybe they do it well. I have no idea.
It was pretty fucking cheesy and kind of bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it was really
Because
predictable.
Batista's in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
him. I like
Not
him
that
a lot.
he's a bad guy, but he
No.
seems to be in some pretty low quality
Oh
shit.
yeah, except for Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah.
Yeah, that obviously. But what was the buddy cop movie he was supposed to be in? Well, or no, the Uber one, right? Doesn't he?
Was he an Uber?
Wasn't Kumail Nanjiani like an Uber driver? And he
I think so.
was like a cop that was making him drive around. It's so
Stupid. Stupid. Anyway, this is a podcast about video games.
Yeah, video games.
Again.
Yeah.
You ready for the news?
Yeah, sure. Does it have anything to do with Batista or Kumail Nanjiani?
No, but we do talk about Netflix for a little bit.
Okay.
We'll talk about them later. First, I want to bring up E3. That's happening next week. And you'll be able to register online.
What?
Yeah. What?
Wait, next week?
June.
Jesus.
June? Yeah, dude.
I'm not ready for this shit.
It's fucking halfway through this goddamn year. It starts June 3rd.
Are we sure E3 needs to come back? What about the Summer of Love or video games or whatever Keely's doing?
Keely, I mean, he'll bring back the puppets probably. He'll do it.
I heard that he had 32 partnered companies,
Really?
including Sony, and E3 has 19.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't do that great this year. It's the big winners are going to be like Xbox and Nintendo. Sony's not at this at all.
No, because they're going to the fucking Keely thing.
Yeah, they're probably going to the Keely thing then. I didn't know about the Keely thing, if that was officially happening or not.
Yeah, so it's apparently also 2 days before fucking E3 starts.
Really? Before E3?
Yeah. Jeff Keighley is a fucking shark, man.
He'll
That
fucking
dude is
get you.
coming for you. He's like, oh, you took a year off, huh? My turn.
Yeah, he's like, you're gone for a year? Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
It'll be here when you're back.
I'll be here when you're back. My name's Jeff. I'm adorable.
I'm just a cute video game nerd. I can't be a psychopath.
Don't say that about Jeff. How dare you? He's an adorable
I'm saying he
man.
isn't.
Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? Yeah. So the game
I
Summerfest.
am.
Well, actually, this comes back June 10th, from what I'm reading.
Okay.
So it's after E3.
Oh, well then I got my facts wrong. What the fuck?
Fucking Google your shit. I don't know.
Damn it. I heard it on a podcast and I just took it as gospel. God damn it.
You're fucking
You
incorrect.
see, you can do that here because Bunny actually does research, but
Yeah,
other podcasts.
It's called
don't
going
do
to
research.
twitter.com/Jeff Keighley, and it says pinned tweet talking about the return of Game Summerfest. But yeah, it looks like they have some crossover. Activision's also going to be over there. Activision.
Wait a minute. It says E3 2021 is June 12th.
Wait, what? That's maybe when the opening starts. Okay, so they're conflicting with each other. They're going to be overriding each other? Oh,
That's
no.
sick as fuck.
That's sick as fuck. Jeff.
Dude.
Sneaky.
When have we had
Competing
this kind of shit?
conventions that are online. So you're right, it is 2 days before.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so they open for registration June 3rd. They just made it seem really fucking weird.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, the registration opens June 3rd, and no, it says some of their portal will start. I don't know. It's very weird.
It's probably because they have pre-show stuff that doesn't matter.
Possibly.
No one's gonna watch.
Yeah, that nobody's gonna watch, and then their virtual booths, which will be hosted and whatnot for each individual company, like Nintendo, Ubisoft, Square Enix, which Square Enix is going to announce some Sony information about a Final Fantasy game that's rumored going around.
Another one?
Yeah.
Finish the one you're making, fucker.
7 is just a hot fucking garbage pile. But I don't know. We'll see. It's just very weird because, like, they're asking people to register for their online thing. They're not going to take, like, any traffic from the site. They want people to register still, which is kind of hilarious that they're still using this old school tactic of, like,
Yeah, what? Like, can I not watch
Cracking?
it if I don't register?
If we have to register, I'm gonna make up a fake account and we'll just fucking share the account.
You can like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard of people get. I can't, that seems like the wrong way to do it.
It's very weird.
I don't work in this industry, but
No.
maybe you guys won't for very much longer.
I mean, it's interesting, and Sony's not going to be there at all for E3. If they're going to do the Summerfest, that will be actually fucking interesting to see where the traffic actually goes, because this is going to be, there's going to be overlap for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With the days and stuff like that, because Ubisoft's also going to be at the Summer Games Fest, and EA, Activision, Blizzard, Devolver, Epic. Yeah, there's going to be some overlap. It looks like Jeff Keighley definitely wins, though, and takes the cake.
Yeah, I think so, too. But, I mean, I don't know.
God damn it, Jeff. Why are you so handsome?
I don't know, but it's obviously his attractiveness is the only reason he's got this.
It's clearly it. But
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. I think also people are still going to do the individual things that they did last year. Like Ubisoft was really good, even amid all the allegations.
No, it wasn't good.
It was.
What did they do that was good?
They announced Valhalla, which a lot of people ended up being mad about.
I mean, some announcements are good, but the show itself was stupid as fuck. Didn't they open with that Just Dance fucking weirdo thing?
Yeah. Nobody could top Devolver's performance. I swear to God, every time Devolver does something, it's just magical.
But Devolver doesn't do anything live. They're just like, hey, we made a video.
Yeah, they do. They used to do it at the Game Awards and stuff like that. You should watch Devolver's live shit at the Game Awards. It was always
I thought they just
weird.
threw on a video.
No, not always.
Oh.
They did some weird shit. I'll have to find it for you. Anyway.
I mean, their videos are weird. It definitely qualifies as weird. But yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess we're going to have to conflict and see what everybody's fucking watching. I bet you Jeff wins.
I'll watch the good shit and you watch the bad shit. How about that?
Okay, fair enough.
No,
that means you have to watch more shit than me. Hey!
I know it does, but I can watch shit at work.
You can
it's
suffer. Okay, so Netflix, they're dipping their toes into fucking gaming. And I don't...
What?
So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. As a podcast, like, we talk about this shit all the time. We give you the news, and then obviously we give you our very opinionated banter. Now, it's been alleged that Netflix is in talks with several veterans of the gaming industry, trying to get an executive to take up this, like, new position for executive lead of their gaming division. What Netflix is trying to do is they're trying to compete with Apple right now. Apple has their own arcade system, which does, like, it's like their Game Pass for their tablets and their phones, right? And it's all these little shitty mobile games. And so that's what Netflix is trying to do. They're trying to basically
make shitty mobile games?
I think so. I think so, and I think it's fucking stupid. Why does everybody who has a streaming service have to get into some other service? Like,
because there's free money to be had, probably.
Everybody's just trying so hard to get into the video game industry, and like sometimes it works. Like,
not even the video game industry, the mobile market.
The mobile market.
Because the video game industry is volatile and it does not guarantee profit.
No.
The mobile market, if you have a name for yourself,
and microtransactions,
you just give money. People just give you money.
It's so stupid.
It might as well be a Patreon page. They'll just give you fucking money.
Yeah, pretty much. Netflix confirmed its intentions with Polygon, of all the fucking people, with, quote, our members, oh shit, hang on, I lost it. Our members value the variety and quality of our content. It's why we continually expand our offerings. We're so excited to do more with interactive entertainment. And to be fair, this isn't Netflix's first time with interactive entertainment. They've done several episodes of different shows that are Netflix shows, like Kimmy Schmidt, and there was a Black Mirror episode that was interactive that you could choose like different outcomes and stuff like that. And I just,
what the fuck did they do with Kimmy Schmidt?
I don't remember. I stopped watching that show because I got bored.
That show sucks.
It got boring. It got boring real fast.
It started bad. The whole fucking goddamn that actress is so annoying.
You don't like Aaron? What's wrong with Aaron?
No. I don't think that's a character you can base an entire show on.
Yeah.
She's a good side character and nothing else. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Mindy Kaling's the same way.
Yeah. But, it's just weird because, like, diversifying, like, everybody talks about diversifying is key nowadays to, like, everything. Even content creators is the biggest thing. It's like, diversify. But, like, let's look at Amazon.
Like, God, I don't even have energy to do one thing.
I know.
You fucks.
I don't either. And, like, Amazon, let's look at Amazon. Like, they did their books, and then they started selling everything else, which is great. And then they started buying into fucking studios because they have all this server space. Might as well use it for streaming services for videos, whatever, etc. But then they got into video games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of you know how Portz and I feel about their gaming division. If you don't, welcome to the podcast. You have a lot of catching up to do.
Here's what we think. They have spent their potential and come up empty. And it should shut down immediately.
Mm-hmm. But they're basically either going to copy Apple, or would people actually be interested in Netflix attempting to do something like a AAA title like Amazon? It has been trying for fucking years.
Yeah.
And such.
It depends on who the people are that they bring in, probably.
I guess that's going to be the
because
biggest factor.
One cool thing I've heard about Netflix from some of the people, like mostly comedians, where they're like, you come in and sign a deal with Netflix, and their whole thing is like, we want your audience, so you do your thing. So that's dope. If there is hands off about shit and they get like actually good people that know what the fuck they're doing, I'm sure it could thrive. But if it's this fucking mobile market cash grab, then it's,
I don't know.
I mean, it'll do fine. Like, I'm sure they'll make money, and they probably need money.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know what the fucking numbers are now, but I'm pretty sure they've been in debt since they've been in a business.
Probably.
Because they just buy up shit. They just buy. They have good, stock market value or whatever. But the company is just like spending more than they make.
Just
which
like Epic.
Works out for Epic, so whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to run a business. If it red I thought was bad, maybe it's good.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what Netflix actually does and what they come up with, because, like, if they run their gaming division like they run their tech support, because I used to know a bunch of people who used to work at Netflix in Oregon before they shut down that plant because it was so miserable. Like, everybody who worked there was miserable, and they eventually closed that section because it was so fucking notorious and the turnover was horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But you got a free Netflix account, so there's that.
Who doesn't anyway? Through a friend. If you don't know a friend willing to give you their Netflix password, you need to spend some more time with people.
Yeah, you need better friends.
You need better friends. Richer friends.
Okay. Yep. It's kind of interesting. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, Ubisoft in the news for old news.
Ubisoft. Who is this a new company? What? I don't think we've talked about them in several weeks.
It's been actually quite a while since we've brought up Ubisoft, and it was for sort of the same thing. But so a YouTuber by the name Laser, with 2 Z's at the end, by the way. He's actually quite nice.
Wait, lasers.
Lasers. I don't know. He didn't introduce himself in his YouTube video where he did like basically a 45-minute. Was it 45 minutes? Maybe it was less than that. But he did a rant about how he can no longer turn a blind eye to Ubisoft, and like.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
You probably saw this. It was trending on Twitter.
I scrolled past it, but I didn't really.
That's fair.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know the guy at all, but he had a very, let's say, uncaptivating way of framing things.
was a little all over the place. 'Cause like he was just all over the place with this thing. Admits like we've talked about Ubisoft and their sexual misconduct and their allegations and all the issues that they had last year and continue to have, obviously.
I know they were like, why is Riot getting all the attention? We do bad stuff over here.
And this is all up in their Canada. Most of the allegations came out of their Canada branch, which is where Valhalla
yeah, that's
came
why
from.
no one cared, because it's like, wait, America's the bad people.
Poor Canada, right? But yeah, so he talked about it with like going into depths about people being fired or people that just got moved around. So if they had like any allegations and stuff like that, they just partly moved people to different divisions or
they took the Catholic Church approach.
Yeah, they
nice.
gave the Catholic Church approach on this one.
Okay.
But so it's one of the things that Ubisoft has been known for is just getting away with like this abusive culture, much similar to Blizzard and Activision's, but not as bad because there's not as much. I mean, I don't think Blizzard has had any sexual like misconduct come up this much as like Ubisoft did. And the CEO that's currently out there, Laser asked to have him step down because nothing's changed within the culture or the company itself. The current CEO took over after Hascott stepped down because of sexual misconduct allegations against him.
The house built on sand.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and then he continued to go into like detail and attack the company and how it continues to do more and more predatory actions towards its games and how they've basically kind of become lazy. He said that R6 has a ton of microtransactions and it's honestly one of the reasons why I've avoided that game. Plus it's boring as fuck. Just sitting there staring at a wall. But Valhalla also came with cash grabs. And he had a lot of points about Valhalla and why a lot of people didn't like it or did like it. He said it no longer followed the tradition of the stealth games like before. He cited that like a bunch of RPG elements and bloated open worldness had been added to the game to make people get more people into the game that have never been into the Assassin's Creed games before. And to be honest, it was one of the things that made me interested in the game. But apparently, there's also microtransaction shortcuts in that game.
Oh, nice. They took the Shadow of War approach.
Yeah, they did. I didn't know this. But yeah, and he says that they're implementing these RPG elements and this open worldness to incentivize people to go towards these microtransactions, basically creating shortcuts and making it easier for them to play the game. And he continues saying that he thinks Ubisoft is going to continue to water down their games and just try to make them accessible to everyone, like the whole gaming market, rather than keeping a niche.
This whole thing, I remember having a vigorous conversation about Shadow of War when that came out with my friends, because they were like, oh, it's predatory. Like, obviously they just made the game this long so that you could buy the loot boxes. And we arrived at the conclusion, even if that's not the case, by having them, you've removed the doubt. Like, there is no argument since they are there. Yeah. You know? If the game was just long, it's just long. But if you have the shortcuts in there, there is no way to think that it wasn't designed with that in. There's absolutely no way to argue against that. Right. That idea. So, yeah, I think having them in there is bad. Although I do know a shitload of people. Well, I don't know a shitload of people in general, but I know a large percentage of the people I know that are gamers actually like that grindy shit. And they just play it and don't buy shit. So keep your games that long, but don't buy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Because there is something to be said for, I don't know, some fucking lawyer with 20 minutes to play fucking video games. That's like, I'm just gonna buy my way through this fucking video game. But like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Is that person really that common, or is that theoretical? I have no idea.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know anyone like that.
yeah, I'm too fucking cheap to do it, but I will complain the entire time that this game is too fucking long or so on. That's how I feel about
Yeah.
Prey right now. So
I was listening to a podcast where the guy was like, yeah, he's on hour, not 100. Oh yeah, 138
holy
on
fuck.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and he's like, I have 2 more areas because he's gonna 100% the game.
Oh god, gross.
It's almost like a Dark Souls sickness,
Ew.
but it's not about difficulty. It's about how long you can stand playing a video game. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, I like sinking a ton of hours.
Yeah.
But I like it in games that really earn it, like
Red
Red
Dead.
Dead Redemption
Yep.
2, like Dragon Age Origins. Like Dragon Age Origins with all its DLC is easily 140 hours.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
100% everything.
100%.
But Assassin's Creed is like, here's 8 things to repeat for 140 hours. That's not good. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all.
Yeah, I don't.
If you want long and boring, fucking look at my penis. No,
Or like even Skyrim.
fucking-
Skyrim, like it gets a little repetitive, but you're going to such different areas that it's not as bad. Or like look out fucking God damn it, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is such a great concept because you can literally, it can be fucking long ass game, right?
yeah.
And like you could go fucking forever in that game, potentially.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel as bad.
Well, the game never asks more of you than it deserves.
Yeah.
So, yes, you could play unlimitedly, but it wouldn't ask you to.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I think, because Stardew is like, what, I think year 3 is like when people usually finish up.
Yeah. That's when your, spoilers, grandpa shows up.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Yeah, we've skipped our last couple play sessions. I don't know if I'm getting bored with that game or what, or if it, because I don't know. There was a perfect storm of like Mass Effect came out, and I'm still playing Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Like all I want to do is play fucking Mass Effect.
All I want to do is play Mass Effect.
Play Mass Effect.
And shake that rump. I don't know. It didn't work. Anyway.
Press Renegade button. I don't know.
Oh, no. No.
I'm a renegade. That's what I am.
I'll allow it.
I'm a bad guy. And you know, I think everyone talks about Mass Effect. Everyone who talks about it, mostly, I think, is like, oh my god, female Shepard, so good, right? Like the voice actor, Laura Bailey. Oh my god, amazing. I think Mark Meir gets a little bit of a short end of the stick, but I mean, yeah, she sounds a little bit more human, and he sounds a little bit like a military robot, but he has great renegade badass lines. He delivers them fucking awesome, like fucking Bruce Willis. He's my action hero, dude. So renegade, I think, is probably why I go renegade.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because he delivers it like a champ.
Like a goddamn champion.
Like a goddamn champ. Like a commander.
Champ. All right, we ready for the creme de la creme? Because we're
creme de la creme.
Going on the
That's
fun.
Long. There's such a rhythm to that. Anyway.
Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. It sounds like I'm about to spit bars. Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. I gotta come up with something cool because I'm not cool enough to rap. Anyway, Epic versus Apple. We ready? The last week. It's the last week of the 3-week trial.
So we're not going to hear about it next week.
We will hear about it like next week. Probably because they were still. It's so hard to fucking hear in that courtroom. And I can't pick up everything that they said.
Well,
we'll
the thing is, there's no verdict yet, right?
No, there's not going to be a verdict.
So we're going to have to wait till next week anyway.
Well, it might be a little bit longer. So we'll get into that. But
what?
Anyway, so this week they both really focused on the app stores, Fortnite. I felt like the last 2 weeks were fucking lackluster in their arguments, and there were just some bullshit cases with bananas. This is literally finally getting down to the nitty-gritty. Epic has to convince the judge that its market definition is correct, and it has to show that Apple's policy has created antitrust harm and that practices don't benefit the customer. And I'm not going to lie, the judge is very leaning towards that way. And she's not afraid to say it. Apple has also spent a lot of time justifying its prohibited of third-party
Is this
stores.
I don't know law shit, but is this up to the judge, or
Yes.
is it like, is there a jury involved?
No jury.
Okay.
Judges, jury, and everything, and she makes the final decision.
Judge, jury, and execution.
Pretty much. She's Judge
But-
Gonzalez
Interesting.
Rogers.
Well,
That's
I
her
mean,
name.
then whatever. She's bought off.
Who knows? Maybe she thinks...
Although if that was true, Apple would win.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because Tim
It's
Sweeney
like, wait,
doesn't
what is
have
Epic
any
gonna
money.
pay me with? IOUs?
IOUs. But anyway,
got him.
got him. So Apple spent most of its time justifying its prohibited of third-party
Prohibition?
prohibition, anti-drinking. As I continue to stare at my bourbon bottle because I didn't pour enough.
I was about to say I'm not gonna survive this.
I didn't pour enough. But anyway, they continue to protect, like, they basically said that they've banned third-party stores, arguing that it protects the users and points that its app review process as helping ensure security and reliability. Tim Cook finally took the stand this week, CEO of Apple, and he was on stand for most of the week, being cross-examined, telling the court a bunch of insane things like, I am not a gamer, and all I can think of is, like, what's his face is
Oh no.
saying, I am not a crook, but instead he's saying, I am not a gamer.
Look, I don't get you fucking nerds.
But also on top of that, he didn't know most of the sales from the App Store were due to games, or he kind of like denied it in a way. He's like, yeah, I don't think that's what it is. And they're like, here's the data. He's like, that must not be correct. And like,
What?
Yeah,
Wait, who was the person revealing the info?
Epic.
Do they know?
I mean, Apple should know. That's the thing is like,
What I'm saying is, does Epic know?
Epic know their
Where are
numbers?
they getting
Yeah,
the-
because Apple had to give it to them. So
Wait,
Tim is
So this is information provided to the trial,
Yes.
and he doesn't know it?
yes,
That's not good.
The CEO of Apple doesn't know his own fucking shit. And also,
The stuff they had to present as evidence.
yes,
Holy shit,
yeah,
bro.
it was really bad. Tim
If there's an opening,
Jesus
I
Christ.
will happily memorize
So,
some shit for you guys.
got grilled pretty bad. The judge has asked a lot of questions during this because she doesn't know much about either well, she doesn't know much about Epic, and she doesn't know about like this dealing. And I think she has it really in for Apple. But she fucking grilled him really good. And Cook constantly defended Apple, saying if it allows developers to have links in their app that pointed to alternative payment system, quote, we would essentially give up our total return on our IP, their intellectual property, right? And the judge didn't seem convinced, suggesting that the App Store can monetize in different ways, and that gaming apps seem to be making a disproportionate amount of money compared to the other IPs that Apple has.
Why does that matter?
Because Apple wants their money. He can, it's like Cook continued.
No, but so what? The idea is that any game developer has more leverage because
they'll pull in more money for Apple.
they pull in more money. But that seems like a business decision and not a legal one,
Right.
You know, like what?
But so like they're saying that if they allow developers to have this internal link that gives to a different payment system, that it just basically mitigates them, which it does. And
But not really, right? Because you have to go to a different thing.
Right.
Instead of just clicking a button.
Right. But he thinks that people will do that more than just clicking a button and taking the convenience route and paying the additional fee to Apple. And he's like, there would be no point, basically.
But does the additional fee go to the? I guess Epic was like undercutting them, right?
They were undercutting them. Yeah, that was the big thing.
Yeah, obviously, people will definitely go where it saves them money. That's true.
Yeah, and so like he said, it basically almost subsidizes everybody else, and he continued to say that it would be terrible for iPhone and iPad users to allow third parties into the marketplace, because that's how she was saying. She's like, well, monetize in different ways. He's like, well, we can't because it would cause huge inconvenience problems. Also, the fraud issues go up, which they have dealt with a lot.
Yeah.
Not to defend Apple entirely, but they have.
The thing is, like, yes, like that is sort of what you're signing up for, is a closed platform on Apple. That is
and that's what they said.
The benefit is. Yeah.
That's one of the things
I get it.
that he brought up in Tim.
If you want customization, buy a fucking Android.
That's what he actually legit said. He legit said,
it's not like they have,
he said,
I fucking hate shit like this, because it makes me sound like a fucking, like, the man defender, but it's like, they're right.
He's
fucking go buy something else, you piece of shit.
He literally said that. He said that fraud issues would go up, and not to defend Apple, but last year alone, they estimated to stop at least 1.5 billion in potential fraud transactions.
Estimated by who?
By them.
Yeah. Well,
I know.
I don't know if that's real or not.
Who knows if it's true or not, but they do deal with it a lot. She continued to ask and allow more choices, especially having cheaper options in gamings, and this is where Tim responded. He's like,
The thing is...
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
He said, I think they do have a choice today, quote. They have the choice between choose many different Android models, a smartphone, or an iPhone, and that the iPhone has a certain set of principles behind it in safety, security, and privacy.
I 100% agree.
I do too,
that should close the fucking case.
Unfortunately, I do too. I think she's going
to... Just buy a fucking... Boycott... People love boycotting things.
Yeah.
Boycott Apple.
I know, they will.
Oh, are you too deep into their ecosystem? You did that to yourself. You played yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Look, yeah, I mean, there's 1,000 reasons it's so ridiculous for me to come to Apple's... Defense, but... I chose an Android, so you might think, oh, you don't like Apple, but it's like, I don't want what they offer.
No.
It's not that I don't like them. It's just like, I know what I want, and you should have too, you fuck.
It gets better.
That's it?
It gets better. So the closing arguments went back and forth in a free form argument, and the judge would interject with like questions and comments. And Epic just continued to hammer that Apple is a monopoly. But by these standards, Apple counters with like that Sony, Xbox, all these other companies would be classified as monopolies as well.
Yeah.
And
that's great.
They continue to say that there's other ways to distribute Fortnite. But then the judge comes in to defend Epic, saying that your economic subsidies destroyed that customer's choice. It's very bizarre how much she's been defending Epic and like on these antitrust laws. We'll actually see.
Wait. What did she say? She said that your
economic your economic substitutes destroy the consumer's choice by forcing them, Apple, not letting people have other choices in their market system
on their platform.
Yes. But it's their platform.
But it is their platform. Like, what the fuck?
It's very weird. And so the judge is committed to say she'll have a ruling, and then she made a joke having it done before August 13th, which is when this all started last year in 2020. Which I thought was hilarious. But also to bring this up, because I started digging around, and Apple brought this up. The iOS device accounts for 7% of Fortnite's revenue back between March of 2018, July of 2020, which is literally nothing. 7% in over 2 years is very, very small for your sales. So the fact that Tim Sweeney is trying to
we're arguing over pennies.
We're literally arguing over pennies. And the fact that Tim Sweeney thinks that this is a huge cut into their revenue is wrong.
What?
And they actually...
What revenue, you dumb motherfucker? You don't make any money.
Like, Apple could throw this in their face and be like...
Stop fucking trying to squeeze steam out of the fucking PC market.
Yeah, that other lawsuit didn't go very far either, so... But...
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, by buying up...
Oh, yeah.
Exclusivity contracts and shit.
Fucking exclusivity.
Because it's like you just keep spending money hoping that things are going to go your way. And it's,
yeah.
I don't know. Even if they win this trial, what, they get 7% of their fucking shit, like boosted 30%?
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know what
more.
the fuck that equals in money, but it's not 800 million like they need.
No. This isn't going to, and they're like, we're doing this to like protect other devs and stuff like that. Like,
Of
Apple,
course they are.
but Apple,
they're ever the white knight.
Yeah, they're trying to be the white knight, and they're trying to like make waves so people like back behind the Epic Store and all that shit. But the thing is, like, Apple has already done a lot for smaller devs, and they lowered the prices last year, and there's been talks about lowering them again for smaller devs. So, what are you really fighting here,
Apple
Tim?
should be like, this is probably not legal, but they should probably be like, as soon as this trial's over, if it rules in favor of Apple, just go out there and be like, hey, anyone who didn't take us to court can actually have an extra 3% of their profits.
We take 27 now for you, just for you.
For Epic.
But yeah, I mean, like, Apple brought up a lot of good cases towards their iPhone. Like, all the other shit that they, like, Epic tried to, like, fucking counter and stuff. It's just so bizarre that how much the judge is trying to push towards, like, having it both ways for both of them. But I don't think either party is going to be satisfied with coming to, like, a compromise. And
what if they could have a separate store, but it cannot undercut the price?
I mean, but the thing is, like, then Epic has to manage it, and they don't want to do that. They already have the Epic Store, so they would have to make an app that runs on ISO.
No, I'm saying they could take their in-app purchase store or whatever.
Right.
The thing they're already doing.
Yeah.
They did before this trial or whatever. But they can't undercut the prices. Of whatever the fuck, Fortnite bucks bullshit.
V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that'd be the smart
doesn't
thing.
that solve it? To me, that solves it. It's like anyone who wants to support you can, but also
Apple doesn't
you
get their
can't
cut.
just like.
That's the thing is like
Yeah,
if you
but
use that
I don't
thing.
think everyone would just go because most people want convenience if it's the same price.
Oh, that's a good point. You can make more money.
Yeah, so I think most people will just keep it the same, but some people, if they wanted to support Epic more, would do it.
I guess that's fair. All those fucking kids stealing their mom's goddamn Fortnite credit card.
Most of them don't give a shit. It's not even their money.
But yeah, next week we'll probably finish up with closing statements and closing arguments if anything does come out. I don't think we'll have a verdict for another 2, maybe 3 weeks, honestly. I think the judge has to really review and go over everything. 'Cause, like, I don't think they're going to compromise, like I said. She'll probably bring up something and compromise, and they'll say, no, it has to be our way or the highway, and then she's going to have to go back to her little, like, judge cave and then go through the evidence and finally pick a side. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't envy that position. It sucks. But
I don't either.
That's what you signed up for, being a judge.
I mean, I don't think most judges thought they were going to have to fucking deal with, like, kids fighting over fucking video games and talking about a banana man in fucking court. So I can't believe Apple brought that up.
That thing was funny.
What the
That
fuck
was
is
funny.
wrong with you, Apple?
That's
You
so
had
stupid.
great arguments and then you brought up the dumbest fucking shit.
Well, yeah, but when it goes 2 weeks long, you run out of shit to talk about. Like, what are you
Let's
gonna
look
say?
at this banana.
We're not a monopoly like 18 more times.
Let's look at this banana. Is there anything inappropriate if he takes off his peel?
Is there anything inappropriate about you eating that delicious piece of fruit, sir?
Yeah, it's a fucking piece of fruit. Jesus Christ. Get your head out of the gutter, you
It
fucking
does have
animals.
a face, though. It's a little confusing for non-gamers.
Well, if you take off the fucking peel, then it loses its face, wouldn't it? That's where its face
I
is.
forget what it looks like. Is that what it is?
It's just like
Well,
two
what's
eyes and
underneath
a
the face?
smiley
Is there a
face.
skeleton? I don't know.
Oh my god, a banana
I don't
skeleton.
know how anthropomorphic fucking whatever the fruit equivalent of that is. I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be so good and so dumb. So dumb. So dumb.
Actually, you peel the banana, it's just a dildo underneath.
Obviously. Yeah, we secretly put a dildo inside of this banana peel.
You'll never know.
You'll never
but
know.
it is there.
It's unspeakable. Don't forget
Why
that.
would you even bring up what it isn't doing? You know, you're like, what if you took, like, pick fucking their Laura Croft character. What if she wasn't wearing any clothes? Yeah, that would be bad. We shouldn't have that.
Right,
But we don't. So
why are you talking
What
about
the
this, you
fuck?
fucking pervert? Are you...
what if there were a
they're
bunch of
into-
dongs in Fortnite? Have you thought of that? Have you considered that?
What if they're into bananas? What if that fucking lawyer for Apple secretly has a
Maybe he
weird
had a
fetish?
banana up his ass at that moment.
I think their lawyer's a lady that was doing most of the cross-examination.
Well, her ass then.
Okay. I want to sidebar real quick back to summer games.
Good lawyer talk.
Good lawyer talk. Great lawyer talk. I want to go back to the Summer Games Fest. I just realized who else is also going to be there. Prime Gaming.
Who?
Prime Gaming.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah. Amazon. Yes. Yeah. The podcast I was listening to talk about this, they were like, Amazon's going to be there. Like, maybe we'll hear more about New World. I'm like, God, are you guys really still looking forward to that? Like, all right.
Yeah, after they added
Do you
their
know about this company yet?
fucking stupid
See,
microtransaction
I was
store.
rejoicing when they lost Lord of the Rings Online, or whatever the fuck Lord of the Rings MMO was going to be. Like, they can't handle it. Give it to somebody who can.
Yeah, it was supposed to. Isn't it supposed to go into live alpha this fucking month for New World? I can't remember.
Couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
I don't remember. I'm not excited.
What I played of it, which was nothing. Did I play it or did I watch people play?
You
I
probably
actually
watched
don't
people
know. I
play.
think I watched people because I think you had to buy in, right?
Yeah.
Seems right, but it looked boring as shit.
Yeah. Well, they're launching their game with pay to win features immediately. So,
Oh, good.
you know,
Good. That's. I mean, hey, fucking save yourself some time.
yeah.
Spend some money on this game you're already spending money on. Look,
Yeah.
I'm the last person to talk about spending your money wisely.
Yeah, Mr.
'Cause
Dota.
I play Dota 2 and spend a lot of money on that game. But when it feels like you can't get through it without doing it, that's when I have the problem.
Yeah.
See, my Dota decisions are out of the goodness of my own heart, right? I'm like, hey, I want to support the tournament. I want the prize pool to be higher than ever. I want the little statue they give me.
Aw,
I got something physical for spending a shitload of money with them.
that's cute.
I got a little Roche statue.
Aww.
All told, if that was the only reward I got, it was probably like $800.
Oh my god.
Don't spend your money on video games, kids.
Yeah, don't do it.
Go to
Don't
college
do it.
or whatever.
Just go to college. Go to college. Ah, stupid.
And not one of those video game colleges.
Oh no, don't go to ITT Tech. That will fucking Anyway. Yep. Podcast.
We good? We tapped
I
out?
think
We tap it?
We tapping. We tapping, baby.
We tapping?
Tapping. This is a long
Just like
kind of episode.
whichever Paul is going to tap out to... Wait, did that already happen? I don't know. I don't keep up with
God,
things.
Paul. Oh, God, that idiot.
McGregor thing or
I
whatever?
don't think that's
know.
happened
Somebody's
yet.
fighting.
He's going to
There's
get
gonna
his
be
fucking
boxing things.
dick fucking slammed into the carpet. Logan Paul.
I imagine so.
Oh,
what if
God.
that's the way he dies?
Oh, my God.
Wouldn't that be
McGregor?
amazing?
I fucking can't
Look,
stand
no one
McGregor.
should die, ever, because everyone should be immortal. But if people do have to die, we agree on that. This should be how he dies.
He fucking punches the soul out of fucking Logan Paul. Wait, Logan Paul doesn't have a soul. Thank you. I should have been like, thank you. I'll be here all week immediately.
You know, it's a bummer thing. And it speaks to the times because I named my shepherd Logan Shepherd because that's what I did the first time around. But the reference is Wolverine. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. Like, that is not the first Logan I think of anymore.
No, it's sad,
So that
right?
sucks. Because that was the only character I could think of that had that name forever. And I was like, fuck. Now there's a stupid ass in my
There's
way.
a stupid ass fucking idiot who thinks he's fucking... Anyway, don't forget to follow us on Twitch and Twitter at EvilSpaceBunny and TheRealPortz.
Yep.
And our podcasts at Ignore Backlog. And if you guys will share us with your fucking friends, I would be really appreciative of that.
And your virgin friends. Both of them. They
Yeah,
both need to
your
be
fucking friends
listening to the
and your
podcast.
virgin friends who are more virtuous than us.
Both of them. Probably the virgins first. They'll get the most listen time.
They're going to be like, well, I'm bored. Not thinking about sex
shit.
at all.
Like, well, I've already done it like 8 times today. Can't even...
Listen to this podcast. Anyway.
Yep. If you just came from wanking it, welcome.
Or good night. I don't
Okay.
know. Good night, everyone.
See you, motherfuckers.